Wood-burning stoves and a lake lapping at the door of a Norwegian house awaits a couple from Kent in today's Home from Home at 5:25 after a place in the sun. And it's coming to you after the Quiz Zone here on Daytime.
Ian Emerson from Milton Keynes, Neil Chapman from Sunderland, Jeff Stone from Hampton in Middlesex, Vic Sharrock from Quorn in Leicestershire, Barbara Reeder from Upminster in Essex, Bill Davison from Farnborough in Hampshire, Elizabeth Brown from Aberdeen, Bob Blythe from Malvern in Worcestershire, Rosemary Umbers from Starbridge in the West Midlands, Simon Bell from Huntingdon, Jerry McClellan from Larne in County Antrim, Brian Brierley from Batley in West Yorkshire, John Poulton from Maidstone, Niall Kearney from Bellaghy in County Derry, and Sandra Dunkley from Weston-super-Mare are all here to play 15 to 1, presented by William G. Stewart.
Thank you. Hello, no previous winner with us today, so we'll start with the finals board. There it is. And for today, a winning score above 141 is required for a place on it. There are lots of ways of playing this game at home, but the most straightforward way is to pick a number from 1 to 15 and see how you get on against the questions that come your way. And if that number is eliminated, move on to a number still in the game. If that's quite clear, off we go. And we begin with Ian Emerson from Milton Keynes. Ian, politics. Which world leader has twin daughters named Jenna and Barbara?
George W. Bush.
He does. Neil, Scotland. Which is the longest river entirely in Scotland?
The River Tyr.
And Jeff, please. Music. What does the abbreviation GP stand for on a music score when all performers in an orchestra are silent?
Don't know.
General pause. Vic, please. Motor racing. The Canadian Grand Prix. Which two brothers, first names and surname, made history by finishing first and second at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in June?
Michael and his brother Schumacher.
Ralph and
Ralph.
Michael. And on this occasion, the young brother came first. And Barbara, please. Politics. 1 Carlton Gardens and Chevening in Kent are residences traditionally used by the holder of which cabinet post?
Chancellor of the Exchequer.
Foreign Secretary. Bill, Shakespeare. According to legend, which Shakespeare comedy was written because Queen Elizabeth I desired to see Falstaff in love?
The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Yes, Bill, well worked out. And Elizabeth, please. Major charity pop concerts. The Capital FM Party in the Park was held in July in London. Where in London?
Hyde Park.
And Bob, still Party in the Park. In aid of which major charity was that event staged?
Oxfam.
The Prince's Trust. Rosemary, please. Literary quotations. To die will be an awfully big adventure. A line from which classic children's story?
The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe.
Peter Pan. Simon, please. 19th century English literature. The novels Daniel Deronda, Felix Holt and Romola. Which English writer?
I don't know.
George Eliot. Jerry, please. The date, please, of St Andrew's Day.
Don't know.
30th of November. Brian, please. English law. Lincoln's Inn and Gray's Inn are 2 of the 4 Inns of Court. Either of the other 2 inns, please. No? Inner Temple and Middle Temple. John, please. The USA. Which chain of islands off the eastern seaboard of the United States gets its name from the Spanish word Cayos, which means small islands?
Florida Keys.
Yes, the Florida Keys. Niall, please. Seismology. What name is given to that point on the Earth's surface directly above the focus of an earthquake?
Don't know.
The epicenter. Sandra. Science. Which metallic element has a name derived from the German for goblin, from the miners' belief that malicious goblins placed it in the silver ore?
Argentum.
Cobalt. Your second question, Ian. Plants. Which bulb plant, sold for huge sums of money in Europe in the 17th century, ultimately derives its name from the Persian word for turban?
Tulip.
And Neil, please. History of the USA. Which US state was formerly known as Russian America?
Alaska.
And Jeff, please. Films and television. Which cult 1960s television series starring Patrick McGoohan is to be made into a feature film?
Don't know.
The Prisoner. Vic, please. Church architecture. Deriving from the Latin for lattice, what name is given to the area in a church containing the choir and altar originally reserved for the clergy?
The chancel.
And Barbara, please. Opera. Which eponymous heroine of a Gilbert and Sullivan opera is banished from fairyland for marrying a mortal who turns out to be the Lord Chancellor?
No, sorry, I don't know.
Iolanthe. Bill, in the 1960s, the three Devon towns of Torquay, Paynton and Brixham were united to establish an area now known as what?
Torbay.
Yes. Elizabeth, please. This is Shakespeare again and Hamlet. What's the name of the Prince of Norway who is to rule Denmark according to Hamlet's dying wish?
Harold.
Fortinbras. Bob, please. By what name did the Romans refer to Ireland?
Hibernia.
And Rosemary, please. Astronomy. Which type of moving celestial body has a name derived from the Greek for long-haired? Comet. Simon, please. Sports and games. The Englishman Phil Taylor, the Dutchman Raymond Barneveld and the Welshman Richie Burnett. Leading names in which sport or game?
They're darts players.
They are. And Jerry, please. Fashion. In March of this year, which British fashion designer was appointed artistic director for women at the fashion house of Givenchy?
Don't know.
Julian MacDonald. And Brian, please. History of the cinema. The name, please, of the English actor who in the 1930s won an Oscar for his portrayal of Henry VIII and gave memorable performances as Captain Bligh and Quasimodo. Charles Lawton. And John, please. Which letter in the Greek alphabet corresponds to the letter K in the alphabet we use?
Krypton.
Kappa. Niall, please. The name, please, of the creator of Dr. Hannibal Lecter, who first appeared in his novel Red Dragon.
Thomas Harris.
And Sandra, Capability Brown, the landscape gardener. What was his real first name?
Lancelot.
It was indeed. Five down, 10 to go, and those five must leave us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Philip, please.
And they are Jeff Stone, Barbara Reeder, Rosemary Umbers, Jerry McClelland and Brian Brierley. And of the remaining 10 contestants, 3 still have their 3 lives intact.
We start round 2 with Ian at number 1. The first correct answer we can start nominating. And Ian, we begin with films of 2001. The film Enemy at the Gates, released earlier this year and starring Jude Law, was based on the true story of a Russian sniper during which battle of the Second World War?
Dunkirk.
Stalingrad. Neil, please. 20th century literature. Sandy Arbuthnot, Peter Pienaar and Richard Hannay are recurring heroes in the adventure stories of which writer?
John Buchan.
And please a number.
15.
Politics, please, Sandra. Who attends cabinet meetings as Minister of State for Work?
No.
Nick Brown. He was at Agriculture previously. Again, please.
Number 14.
And Niall. Nicknames, meaning red beard. What nickname was given to Frederick I, the 12th century Holy Roman Emperor? Barbarossa. Again, please, Neil.
Number 4.
Currency, please, Vic. On the reverse of which English banknote have William Shakespeare, Michael Faraday and Edward Elgar all appeared?
£5 note.
The £20 note. Neil, please, again.
Number 6.
Newspapers, Bill. Relative Values, Brain Power and A Life in the Day Of are long-running features in the colour supplement of which national Sunday newspaper?
The Observer.
Sunday Times. Again, please, Neil.
Number 7.
Architecture, Elizabeth. What name is given to the headstone at the top of an arch which holds the other parts in place?
Foundation stone.
Keystone. Again, please, Neil.
Number 8.
Weights and measures, Bob. Which imperial unit of measurement of energy is abbreviated to BTU?
The British Thermal Unit.
On we go, please.
10, please.
And 17th century literature, Simon. In which 17th century religious allegory do the characters obstinate, pliable, Mr. Wordley Wiseman, talkative and ignorance appear?
Canterbury Tales.
The Pilgrim's Progress. Again, please, Bob.
13.
Astronomy and the moon, John. What type of features on the moon are Caucasus, Harbinger and Cordillera?
Mountains.
They are, yes. And a number, please, John.
Number 4, please.
And Vic, Albert Einstein. In relation to quantum mechanics and the universe, to whom was Albert Einstein referring when he wrote, "I am sure that he does not play dice"?
God.
Yes, he was. Referring to the universe, of course. And onwards, please.
Number 14.
And Niall, the entertainment world. Geoffrey Durham is a magician, formerly known as the Great Soprendo. Who is his famous wife, a popular entertainer and writer?
Don't know.
Victoria Wood. Again, please, Vic.
Number 15.
And television. And which BBC comedy series, written by and starring Victoria Wood, featured characters called Bren, Dolly, Tony, Anita, Philippa and Twinkle?
That'd be Dinner Ladies.
Yes, Dinner Lady, Sandra. Onwards, please.
Number 7, please.
Medicine, Elizabeth. A hepatoscopy is an inspection of which organ of the body?
Liver.
And a number, please, Elizabeth.
Number 1.
Recent discoveries, Ian. The name, please, of the German battleship sunk in 1941 in the North Atlantic, which was reached for the first time by a manned expedition in June of this year.
Potemkin.
The Bismarck. Again, please.
Number 6.
And Bill, please. Cartography. The Greenwich Meridian passes through 5 African countries. One of the 5, please.
Morocco.
No, Algeria, Mali, Burkina Faso, Ghana and Togo. Again, please, Elizabeth.
Number 15.
Pop music, Sandra. Which pop band has been fronted by Damon Albarn since 1989?
No, I don't know.
Blur. Again, please.
Number 2.
And Neil, education. What originated in 1209 in East Anglia when some scholars moved from Oxford University after disturbances between students and townspeople?
Don't know.
Cambridge University. And again, please, Elizabeth.
Number 10.
Geology, Simon. Which branch of geology deals with the study of rocks, their mineral compositions and their origins?
Paleontology.
No, petrology. Again, please.
Number 4.
Vic, please. Railways. From which mainline London terminus do First Great Western run trains down to Exeter, Plymouth and Penzance?
Paddington.
And a number, please.
Number 6, please.
And Shakespeare, Bill. Which character in a Shakespeare play has a friend called Tubal, a daughter called Jessica, and a clown and servant called Lancelot Gobbo?
I don't know.
Shylock. Again, please.
Number 13.
Computing, John. Which piece of computer equipment can be described as QWERTY?
The keyboard.
Indeed, yes. And a number, John.
Number 1, please.
Volcanoes, Ian. The long dormant Mount St Helens erupted in 1980. In which country? The USA. Again, please, John.
Number 2, please.
And Neil, the Caribbean. Which Caribbean island country is divided into 3 counties called Surrey, Middlesex and Cornwall?
Jamaica.
It is. And a number, please.
Number 4.
And Vic, please. Ballet, or ballet terms. How is a reverence better known? The formal gesture of a dancer in which one foot is extended ahead and the body is bent forward.
A leap.
A bow or a curtsy. Again, please.
Number 7.
And Elizabeth, please. The eponymous hero of a novel by Sir Walter Scott. How is the Saxon knight Sir Wilfrid better known?
Ivanhoe.
And a number, please.
Number 13.
Civil aviation, John. Mombasa Moi International and Jomo Kenyatta International are airports serving which African country?
Kenya.
And a number, please.
Number 2, please.
And Neil, in Roman Catholic tradition, what name was given to the dwelling place of souls excluded from heaven but not subjected to hell or purgatory?
Nope.
Limbo. Again, please, John.
Number 8, please.
And geography, Bob. Which 2 rivers meet at Tewkesbury in Gloucestershire?
The Avon and the Severn.
And a number, please.
2, please.
Film directors, Neil. He directed the films Sense and Sensibility, The Ice Storm, Ride with the Devil, and the Oscar-winning Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. His name, please.
No, sorry.
Ang Lee. There you are, 12 down, 3 to go, and after the break, Elizabeth Brown from Aberdeen, Bob Blythe from Malvern in Worcestershire, and John Fulton from Maidstone will be here for the final. I hope you will be with us.
Welcome to Lindt and to our passion for making fine chocolate, like our range of superior excellence creations. Experience Extra Creamy, our smooth milk chocolate, and the new exquisite caramelized macadamia nut recipe. Our delicious range also includes white chocolate with exotic coconut and dark 70% cocoa. Such masterpieces. Taste Lindt excellence. Chocolate passion since 1845.
My most attractive feature? My hair. It's always been, but science has played its part.
New L'Oreal Elvive shampoo with Regenium for hair becoming thin over time. Regenium, derived from one of hair's vital substances, penetrates hair to help bring back thickness.
Shampoo after shampoo, my hair feels replenished, thicker and fuller. Impressed? I'm not just impressed, I'm convinced.
New L'Oreal Elvive age-defying hair care with Regenium.
It's a real discovery for me. And you too, you're worth it.
Oi, Churchill! Could you save me money on car insurance?
Oh, yes.
Just by calling 0800 200 300?
Yes.
OK, can I pay monthly?
Yes.
Get an instant quote?
Yes.
Instant cover?
Of course.
Ah, I suppose I've got loads of forms to fill in.
Oh, no.
And I could still save on my car insurance?
Oh, yes.
Ring Churchill now on 0800 200 300. Give the dog a phone on 0800 200 300 and see how much you could save.
The three surviving contestants in today's 15-to-1 final are Elizabeth Brown, a student from Aberdeen. She's studying politics at Aberdeen University, and in her spare time she's a member of the Debating Society and enjoys reading biographies. She's also an enthusiast of real ale. Bob Blythe, the retired IT trainer from Malvern in Worcestershire. His spare time activities include fell walking, painting in watercolours and gardening. He's a supporter of Bradford City Football Club. And John Fulton, a retired police officer from Maidstone. Recently retired, he is looking forward to foreign travel and walking in the countryside. He enjoys DIY and is a fan of Saracens Rugby Club.
Thank you. Welcome back. Elizabeth, Bob and John, put your fingers on the buzzers and we'll make a start. Off we go. And remember, a winning score above 141 for a place on the finals board. Films and theatre. Anne Bancroft played her in a film. Kathleen Turner, Jerry Hall, Amanda Donohoe and Anne Archer have played her in the West End. Played who? Bob?
Mrs. Robinson.
Indeed, Mrs. Robinson. In The Graduate. Business and Commerce. Which sportswear manufacturer shares its name with a small African antelope? John?
Reebok.
Reebok, yes, indeed. The Royal Family. Who has held the title of Lord High Admiral of the United Kingdom since 1964? Her Majesty the Queen. Running across the north of Britain, it was begun in 122 AD and was intended to form the northern frontier of the Roman Empire. What was? Bob?
Hadrian's Wall.
And on we go, please. Classic television. Space, the Final Frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise, the opening lines of which television series, which started in the 1960s? Bob?
Star Trek.
3 correct answers. The choice is yours. Question or nominate?
Question, please.
Alice in Wonderland. When Alice drank from the bottle labelled Drink Me, what happened to her?
She shrank.
She did. 10 inches high she was. And question or nominate?
Question, please.
Name connections. Which first name was shared by an English philosopher from Ockham, a Franco-Syrian historian of Tyre, and an English churchman and statesman from Wickham?
Francis?
William. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. The sports grounds of Ravenhill Road, Casement Park and Windsor Park are in which city in the United Kingdom? Bob?
Dublin.
Belfast. Fingers still on the buzzers, please. Europe. Which 3 countries comprise the Low Countries? Elizabeth?
Holland, Belgium, Luxembourg.
Yes, the Netherlands. And question or nominate?
Nominate John, please.
John, look at this, please, and tell me, who is this Russian dramatist and short story writer, the author of the plays Ivanov and Uncle Vanya?
Chekhov.
Yes, Anton Chekhov. And question or nominate?
Nominate Bob, please.
Bob, please. What word, derived from the German for trash or to cheapen, is used to describe items that are regarded as tasteless or ostentatious in style?
Schmuck.
Kitsch. Would you believe it? And I am back with you, John. Question or nominate?
Nominate, please.
Elizabeth, please. Architecture. What name is given to either of the two parts of a cross-shaped church at right angles to the nave?
Vestry.
The transept. Again, John, please.
Nominate, please.
Theatre. The name of which colour is given to the reception room, normally backstage, set aside for actors to relax in when they are not performing?
The Green Room.
And question or nominate?
Nominate John, please.
Literature, John. Lorna Doone. Who wrote it?
Can't remember.
R.D. Blackmore. Again, Elizabeth.
I'll take a question, please.
Charities. The Royal Association for Disability and Rehabilitation is better known by which acronym? Radar. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. Law and marriage. On how many Sundays must the banns be published if a marriage is to take place in the Church of England? 3 Sundays. In fact, I think they're about to reconsider that. And on we go with Sherlock Holmes, who, according to Sherlock Holmes, was the Napoleon of crime? John?
Moriarty.
Moriarty, indeed. And question or nominate?
Nominate, please.
Elizabeth, famous lines. The unpleasant and unacceptable face of capitalism. Which Conservative Prime Minister in 1973 coined that phrase?
Ted Heath.
And question or nominate?
Nominate John, please.
John, language and words. A toponym is a word derived from the name of a place. Champagne, for example. What term applies to a word derived from a personal name, such as Stetson or Macintosh or Biro?
Pseudonym.
Eponym. And again, please.
I'd like to nominate John.
John, please, look at this and tell me, on which motor manufacturer's cars will you see that badge?
Vauxhall.
And question or nominate?
Nominate, please.
The Bible, the Old Testament. Who is the 11th of Jacob's 12 sons who inspired the jealousy of his brothers because he was his father's favourite?
Joseph.
And question or nominate?
Nominate John, please.
John, astronomy. Which planet is sometimes referred to as Hesperus, especially just after sunset when it shines brightly?
Venus.
Question or nominate?
Nominate, please.
Opera, Elizabeth. Which Verdi opera is set against the background of warfare between Egypt and Ethiopia?
Aida.
Question or nominate?
Nominate John, please.
The natural world, John. What sort of creatures are dab, dace, dory and drum?
Fish.
Question or nominate?
Nominate, please.
History. The name, please, of the Welshman who led a revolt against Henry IV seeking full independence for Wales.
Wat Tyler.
Owen Glendower. Elizabeth has gone off for a pint of real ale, John.
I could do with one as well.
You could do with one. 62 points and 1 life left. Let's see how far that 1 life is going to take you. In which city did Jesse Boot take over his mother's small herbalist shop in 1877, leading to the growth of Boots the Chemist?
Manchester.
Nottingham. Well, there you are. A winning score, 62, no place on the finals board, but go away, enjoy the rest of the year, have a happy Christmas, happy New Year, and come and join us again sometime in 2002. Well done.
Thank you very much.
And enjoy your retirement. Before we go, and as we have a minute, here's a first look at this season's trophies. Laura?
Firstly, for our top of the finals board trophy, we've chosen this beautiful 19th century classical shaped cranberry jug. It has a trefoil lip and cut decoration. Jugs like this sometimes came with 2 glasses and were used for lemonade or champagne, which in those days was often decanted, and the sets were often given as wedding gifts. It was made in Birmingham and is dated circa 1850. For our grand final trophy, this time we've gone back over 2,000 years to ancient Egypt and chosen this wooden mask from a sarcophagus, or coffin, on which some of the red brick decoration remains. Being wood and of a simple design, it was probably the coffin of a minor official of the court, or the area in which the person lived. It comes from the Ptolemaic period, 2nd century BC. And as usual, I shall be happy to present these two beautiful trophies at the grand final.
Thank you, Laura. And finally, before we go, if you fancy a go at 15 to 1, here are the addresses to write to. 15 to 1, PO Box 273, London W1A 6EH, and remember, postcards only please, or by email to 15to1@channel4.com. And we look forward to hearing from you. That's it for this week. We'll be back on Monday. See you then.
And that'll be in the usual time zone, 3:45. And also on Monday, Hannah awaits us in the Kingdom of Fife for a watercolour challenge between the Scots. Back to today, though, and Richard and Carol are just around the corner.